Hello and Hafaday, everybody. Jason Salas, Sabrina Salas Matanani, and we are in the friendly confines of Harmon as we have a historic day, not only for our island community, but for our nation, as we as Guamanians are standing and rallying behind the global movement, especially in our country, rallying against racism, rallying against ignorance and bigotry. And Sabrina, this is a truly remarkable day as there are peaceful protests going on right now in multiple places on Guam, and we're also going to go to the CNMI to see what's going on there as the Black Lives Movement is getting a lot of support from those of us here in the Marianas.
Right, and the reason why we are holding these protests here on Guam is, of course, to join in solidarity with what happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where George Floyd was killed by a police officer who knelt on his neck, and he died within 9 minutes, and that happened on May 25th. And just today, a memorial service was held in Minneapolis for Floyd. The service follows, of course, nightly peaceful protests, mostly peaceful protests across the country after new charges were brought against the former police officers connected to his death. We begin with more from that memorial service from Skylar Henry.
Minneapolis took its first step towards healing as family, friends, and civil rights leaders paid tribute to George Floyd.
It's time for us to stand up in George's name and say, get your knee off our necks.
Reverend Al Sharpton eulogized Floyd, whose life was tragically cut short last week at the hands of police.
America, this is the time of dealing with accountability in the criminal justice system.
Family members shared touching memories about the father of two.
All these people came to see my brother, and that's amazing to me that he touched so many people's hearts.
When he would wrap his arms around you, you just feel like, everything would just go away.
Family attorney Ben Floyd's death can lead to change.
The other pandemic that we're far too familiar with in America, that pandemic of racism and discrimination that killed George Floyd.
The service here at North Central University in downtown Minneapolis is just the first of several services honoring George Floyd's life and legacy.
Floyd's death has touched off massive demonstrations nationwide and around the world, and has been a rallying cry for police reform from coast to coast.
If nothing changes after this protest, if it just dies down and quiets down, another man is going to be killed just the same way.
As mourners gathered at the site where he died, 3 of the 4 officers charged in connection with Floyd's death appeared in court for the first time. Floyd's family says the officers' arrests are only the first step towards justice, that they will continue to call for their conviction. Skylar Henry, CBS News.
Now, following today's service, Floyd's body will be flown to North Carolina, where he was born, for a public viewing and a private family service on Saturday. There will be a large service Tuesday at Houston, where Floyd grew up. North Central University has now established a scholarship in Floyd's honor. As for here in the Marianas, peaceful protests are being held. We begin our coverage with Tyler Matanani and Vic Fallon. They are joining us live now from Hagåtña. Tyler. And again, we are going to Tyler Matanani.
Okay, I'm Tyler Matanani reporting live from Hagåtña at Saipan, where we are at the front of just one of the many protests across the nation. Right now, I'm joined together with the organizers themselves, Talani and Talisa. Ladies, you guys put together this protest starting on Sunday. Were you expecting the turnout to be as huge as it got? What was your whole process?
Honestly, we were not expecting the turnout to be as huge as it turned out to be. The whole process was just pretty much, I just made a flyer and then I asked Talisa if she ever wanted or thought about starting a protest here. And we just went from there, honestly.
Okay. So I think for us, it was basically just all of that. We just wanted to show that we here on Guam are support, and we here on Guam know how it feels back there in the States, how the Black Lives Matter movement should be here on Guam, because there are a lot of people who identify with what is going on and everything like that.
Okay, and seeing that you ladies did spend majority of your lifetime on here, of course you did travel abroad. How has your interaction been here on Guam? What would you say to those that would argue that there is not racism on Guam?
There is definitely racism here on Guam, and if people can't see that it is here on island, they're most likely part of the problem of it being easily turned a blind eye. Racism here is people turn a blind eye, they don't acknowledge it because it's like a taboo subject here, and we want to show that there is racism not only against Black people, but against Chuukese people, Palauan people, Filipinos. Everybody here on Guam has experienced racism or has some point of their life has been racist.
And what is there anything that you guys would like to say, to everyone that showed up, to people that didn't show up, to people that were curious about the events happening here today?
We just want to say thank you so much to everybody who came out and who supported, who have donated, because it was just us two organizing this. So everything else that came out of it, it's just out of the kindness of people's hearts. They wanted to donate food, they wanted to donate water and juice, they wanted to donate their sounds over there. And it just shows that there is so much love on Guam in regards to this movement and in regards to fighting against racism and oppression with all of the people here.
All right, thank you ladies so much. Talani, Talisa, the organizers of this amazing protest that you see here today. Right now, we're going to travel back here. We're going to speak to one of the guest speakers and one of the supporters. Let's go. So here we have Paula and Javen. Paula was one of the guest speakers. Paula, tell me, what made you decide to be part of this movement? What was your whole thought process as you were doing it?
My whole life being here on Guam, I grew up being called monkey, the N-word, and people say when Black Lives Matter does not apply to Guam, it does apply to Guam. Guam is not exempt. Racism is word, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it, and I'm not gonna let anybody tell me all lives matter. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me that Guam, this doesn't apply to Guam. Black people live here, and I grew up here. I was raised here. Now the diversity here did not stop me from getting called the N-word and monkey and dirty, being made fun of my hair, and I'm tired of it. And I want to show support, and I want to show that I exist. I exist on Guam, not just Americans, everybody around this world. And I'm here to show support to all those Black lives who are threatened. I may not be physically threatened here, but I still have racial trauma growing up and raised.
Okay, and Paula had so many amazing words to say during her speech. She is only 23 years old. Paula, what built you up to be the strong woman that you are, to speak out against what is going on, even though we are not experiencing it personally as badly here on Guam? But how did you get that strength in you?
I never had this strength. I just recently discovered my strength at the age of 20. Growing up on Guam with all these microaggressions, with all the racism that raised me and let it define me, I learned to hate myself. I learned to hate my hair. I learned to hate my skin. And then one day I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to let people decide who I am. I'm going to decide who I am. At the end of the day, I am beautiful. I am important. My life is important. Black lives are important. My life doesn't matter. All lives don't matter until my life, Black lives matter. And that inspired me to find, with all the racial trauma, I found Black power through it all.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And Javen, what inspired you to come down today and to give your voice in support of such a strong movement that has been fought for centuries?
Well, I'm Chamorro, born and raised here on Guam, and just seeing how people on Guam react to a lot of problems in terms of racism on Guam is definitely something that I wanted to come out and show people that yes, this racism exists on Guam too. So coming out to support the Black Lives Matter movement, coming out to support my friends, and seeing racism personally here on Guam. I have a cousin who's Black, and she was bullied out of her high school here on Guam. She was bullied out of high school here in GW. And just coming out to support her and to support all the Black community in Guam.
All right, thank you guys so much. Javen and Paula, before we head out, what are a few words that you would like to say to everyone that is listening, everyone that was here, everyone that didn't attend? What are your final words to them?
Guam is not exempt from racism because our diversity, racism is learned. If you want to be an ally, sign those petitions, donate to those organizations, share those posts. The first start to change is awareness. And that's what we're going to do today because we're all tired and you better be tired too. Being unbothered is part of the problem.
We have to be aware that all of the problems of racism we have in Guam is because of colonization. We have to decolonize our minds, decolonize the biases that we have to the Filipino community, to the Chippy community, and the Black community in Guam. And that's done through awareness and education.
Thank you guys so much. Like Paula said, you need to be aware to start the change. So obviously, this is just one of the spots all over the nation happening. They weren't expecting it to be as huge as it is right now. They have every single intersection covered around the block. Thank you guys so much for being part of this and being educated. I'm Tyler Antonani reporting from Agadia. Back to you in studio.
All right, thank you, Tyler and Vic, for that report, where it appears hundreds of people are participating in today's protest. We now head over to Saipan, where our Tomas Menglotnya is standing by live. Tomas.
Good afternoon, Jason and Sabrina. I'm here on Saipan on Beach Road, where it's a peaceful but passionate protest. I got here around 3:30 and groups were already convening. Let me go ahead and split my camera so our viewers can see what the scene looks like right now. The line and cars stretch as far as the eye can see down on Beach Road on Saipan. We saw people gathering here as early as 3 o'clock. The protest is expected to last until 6 p.m. Of course, you can see some social distancing, everyone with their masks on, but no one is quiet. Just a few moments ago, we had folks kneel on the ground in solidarity with all the Black Lives Matter movement that is happening across the nation. And we can see as, again, people chanting, no justice, no peace. And this is Congressman Kilili Sablan we see joining the protest. Good afternoon, Congressman. Why are you out here supporting this protest today?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
And why is it important for Saipan to get involved?
Well, the whole country needs to get involved. The whole world needs to get involved. Justice is necessary. I mean, we can't have peace without justice. And I hope that this is an inflection point and that people all over the world should start to get up and act and do something and bring justice into our community.
All right, thank you so much, Congressman. And as you heard there from Congressman Sablan, the NMI delegate, he's joining the global call for justice. This movement really spanning oceans and waters, several people lining Beach Road as far as the eye can see. And we have Mr. Bennett here. Mr. Bennett, you've been leading some of the chants. Why is it important to come out here today and join this movement?
It's very important because this is just not only an I Can't Breathe moment about George Floyd. It's about all the African Americans and other people across the world who have been mistreated due to racism. That's why the world has embraced it and in solidarity with us because it's not just in America. And one of the things about the CNMI is we don't have any hate crime laws, and that needs to be brought to the forefront. Even though we never had it, there's no guarantee we won't.
So that's your call to action today amid all of the symbolic action taken.
Right, and we should take our step to put legal, to make laws that will actually cover people like this and and stop police from doing what they're doing.
All right,
that's the main thing. We got some great police officers. I'm not saying that they're racist, but what I'm saying is it only takes one bad apple.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bennett. Mr. Bennett leading some of the protests tonight. So a lot of people chanting no justice, no peace. That becoming the theme of of tonight's protest. And I should also note that this protest is almost a week old. We had Zoe Travis lead the first one with holding a sign out on their own around 8 a.m. last week. And now we see that that's turned into more than one person. Now multiple people are joining the protest. We're going to go ahead and see if we can talk to more folks here. But again, we spoke with Governor Torres at a press briefing last week. We asked him for his opinion on the protest. He said he congratulates everyone for finding their voice and supports all of the residents peacefully protesting. And as far as we know, this is going to happen every day at 8 a.m. here at the AK Toyota intersection. And we're seeing, again, people gathering as early as an hour ago, joining the call to
Tomas,
action.
are you able to tell us how long the line extends? For those of us
Jason,
who have
I
been to
think I
Saipan
can
and
almost
enjoyed
walk
Saipan,
at
like,
least
on
a
How long
mile.
is the line?
I think I can walk almost a mile until I need to finish this entire section of the road on Beach Road. And here we found Zoe Travis, who we interviewed earlier in the week. Zoe, this started out as a one-person protest. This is what it's become. What are your reactions?
I mean, I just can't believe how many people are out here today. It's amazing to see so many people standing together for this issue and standing for what's right.
And why is it important to have it on Saipan? We're with our friends and viewers in Guam who's also holding protests. What's the solidarity message you want to send?
I just want to say that every single person who's protesting across the United States, we hear you and we see you and we believe in your message and we hope that you're okay. We hope that you're safe. I know a lot of people here have been donating to the bail funds across the nation. Just keep doing what you're doing and know that you're supported from the territories.
All right, again, that was Zoe Travis, who started this out about a week ago on their own, and now it's grown into this massive group of people who, again, just a few moments ago, were kneeling down in solidarity with those across the country. Jason and Bree will continue to bring you images from Saipan. Again, we're on Beach Road here at the AK Toyota intersection, where hundreds, if not more than 100 people lining up, putting their fists up, shouting, "No justice, no peace."
Wow, that is incredible imagery, Sabrina. And if you know anything about Beach Road, everyone who's watching, if you're just joining us, we are on Guam, obviously, and in Saipan, covering the multitude and the groundswell, this overwhelming amount of support in the Northern Marianas for the Black Lives Matter movement.
Jason
Very,
and
very
Bree,
important.
Jason and Bree, the Black Lives Matter movement has definitely reached the shores of Guam. Earlier this week, we saw protesters make their way to this exact same location that I'm standing at today, at the ITC intersection in Tamuning. And I'm going to give us a closer look over here. As we can see, signs are held high, people standing in solidarity and expressing empathy for those in our nation fighting for justice. And we're going to speak with before we speak to the lead organizer of the event, we're going to speak with a few protesters and take a better look at this. Hi guys, I'm with KUAM. We're live right now on Facebook. Can you tell me why you came out here today and tell me a little bit about the signs you're holding? Excuse me? I'm with KUAM News. We're live on Facebook. I came here to cover the event. Can you tell me what brought you here today?
Because Black Lives Matter. And that is why I came here, in support.
And coming out here and seeing everyone together join in on this effort in a peaceful way. Can you speak on that?
I think it's amazing, okay, because I happen to be of Black heritage. My kids are in the States, so I worry about what's going to happen to them. Okay, it's rough to be a Black youth now. It is. Can you understand? Okay, so this is close to my heart because my children are part Black, okay? So it's close to my heart and it really does matter.
And, let me just take a look at your sign right here. Can you explain it a little bit?
Okay, quite honestly, somebody left and asked me to hold it.
That's okay.
Okay, so I didn't really read it. I just grabbed it. Okay? So sorry.
All right, so we're going to make our way even further down and check out a few of the other signs before we speak with the lead organizer, who is Nola Hicks. And if there's one thing that sets this protest aside, it's the noise. And that's something that Nola even emphasized in speaking with me prior. It's
that they want to make sure that they get rid of any negativity, and that's what the music is here for, to lift the spirit. So we have Senator Regine Biscoli. Hi, we're live here on Facebook. We see you out. You just walked in, I know, minutes ago. So tell me what brought you out here and also tell me what it's about. Yeah, so we actually came down from Hagåtña. There's also a protest going on, a peaceful demonstration going on down there. So we were standing there in solidarity with our Black brothers and sisters across the country, across the world, really. And I think it's a really good opportunity for us here on Guam to just take a moment and think about how we can be better brothers and sisters to every single person on our island. And that takes a little bit of introspection. We got to look inside ourselves to how we can promote peace and justice. And that's what I'm here to promote. We just came from the other protest directly here. And we know that there was a few others earlier this week. So how do you feel seeing the island come together for this? It's amazing. And I hope that it doesn't end here. I hope that we continue to really push for systematic change, that we change the way that we change our policies and change the way that we view each other as human beings. We need to make sure that we're doing things again to really promote freedom and justice for everybody, not just for a select few, but for every single person. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paylan. Let's head over to speak with Nola Hicks over here. It's gonna get a little bit louder because there is music playing. Nola, show us how you step. As you can see, we're coming out. Black Lives Matter. Long for Black Lives Matter. Nola, if we can grab you real fast.
Once again, Nola Hicks actually joined you the other day, Sabrina, on containing COVID, sharing some of her thoughts about the importance of.
Come over here, please. So we are live here on Facebook, Nola. First and foremost, let's get your immediate reaction to seeing how many people came out here to show their support.
I'm just so happy. This is really, really great. It's all positive, lots of positive energy here. As you can hear from the honks, we got some music going. We're just here to just show our positive energy, turn this thing into a beautiful thing, because Blacks are beautiful, Blacks are peaceful, Blacks are humans, and we're happy. This is great.
Now, Nola, something I want to highlight on that you had mentioned is that with the music. So it's obviously, it's loud here, there's noise, but you said to me prior that this is in a way to get rid of any negativity and just lift spirits. So can you just speak on that and why you decided to essentially make this a more uplifting event?
Yeah, so, there's been a lot of misinformation on what we're trying to do and the message that we're trying to portray. And that's really just, unnecessary noise. It really doesn't deter the movement that we're trying to do, which is equal justice for all Black Americans in America. I wanted to make sure that there was a DJ here to turn up some positive energy, to turn up the music and turn down the unnecessary noise. So this is great. This is a really good example of people coming together and showing their solidarity for people who don't look like them, for people who aren't like them, people who don't pray like them. So this is really great.
And something that our Tomas Manglonia had previously mentioned, who's there right now with our brothers and sisters in the CNMI, is that he said that it's peace with passion with this demonstration. And as you can see, this crowd is exemplifying that as well. Peace with passion. And even yourself going on the speaker, you mentioned it's a peaceful demonstration and not a protest.
Yeah.
So can you tell us why, or if anything, highlight on the aspect and the importance of a peaceful?
Yeah, it's so important to have a peaceful demonstration, only because we want to set an example of what the Black Lives Matter movement is all about. It's all about peace. It's all about unity. It's about standing up for what's wrong. It's about equality. This is why we're here. In order for people to see us, we need to be able to raise our voices in the most peaceful way possible. So I'm really glad that, we're setting an example of how you can show up and how you can support something that you believe in.
And directly following the protest, we know it started from 4, goes to 6, but there'll be a candlelight visual and a special prayer, correct?
Yes, there'll be a prayer. Pastor B from the Guam Black Network will be here to do a prayer for peace, prayer for all of those lost. So we're really excited to get that on.
And we know that there was a memorial service earlier, in the States nationwide. So this prayer will really highlight that as well.
Yes, he'll be highlighting that as well. And it's just like I said, we're, not only are we human beings, but in the Guam community, we're very religious. I wanted to make sure that I brought that back with this movement to say a nice little prayer to let people know that when all love is lost, we turn to God. We turn to our Lord, our Savior, Jesus Christ. So bringing Pastor B out here to say a prayer is really us just resonating that same love with our Guam people.
Thank you, Nola. Thank you. And we're going to go check out a few more and speak with a few more of the protesters. But again, thank you for your efforts and for speaking with us. Go ahead. Yes, of course. So we're going to make our way to see a few more of the signs in the peaceful demonstration that is happening here at the ITC intersection in Tamuning. We have people dancing. There's music. So as I was here earlier capturing video, there was something that really caught my eye, and I just want to show everyone this, but this sign, we have signs here that you guys made on leave. So here, I am with KUAM, and we're here on live on Facebook. So can you tell me the creativity behind this and designing this sign?
I don't know, I just look in the internet and I like it and I just put it in the list. Actually, my friend made it for me.
What?
My friend made it for me.
Oh, that's beautiful. And as I was walking by, it really caught my eye because I've never seen a sign like that. And of course, being in the island and showing your support, I mean, what a beautiful way to do so. So what is it? Hate is a learned behavior. Thank you. And we'll continue to make our way down to so as you can see, the protest is going from near the Tamuning Village Mayor's office all the way down this corner of ITC. Hi, I'm with KUAM. We're live here on Facebook. You guys want to tell me what brought you out here today?
Yes, of course. We just want everything to be equal, We know all lives matter, but all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. That's all we want to get out. Be equal. That's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll continue to make our way down.
Once again, if you're just joining us and you're streaming us on Facebook, Adriana is at the ITC intersection in Tamuning. We've also got a crew, Tyler Methanani and Vic over at Chief Kapua Park in
all the way
Agenia.
down to the fire station. As you can see, the Tamuning fire station is right here. Oh, wow, we even
Tomas
have a
reporting
pet
from
here.
Saipan. The line is a
Look
mile
at-
long.
Hi, I'm with KUAM. We're live on Facebook right now. So this is the first dog I've seen here with the sign. So, hi. Pets against racism. Wow. So can you guys just tell us, if we want to speak to everyone and ask them what brought them out here today and what they're standing for?
Right. So obviously we are an interracial couple, and there are things that even now as a Latina, I'm realizing that my husband goes through things that I could never even dream of. So when they say silence equals violence, there's nothing else that holds more truth than that. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to speak up on behalf of the man that I love and Black people and their communities that are facing this injustice every day. That's why I'm here.
Oh, sure. He's heavy. So we put him down real quick. But for me, it's not just about African Americans and what we go through. This problem is an American issue, and the more that we can get it to light and have people higher up see how it affects every single person within the community, not just Black people, but all communities alike, and how they support us, I'm going to do as much as I can to help. It's not, like I said, it's everybody. If anything happened with my wife, I'm going to support her. Anything happened to you, I will support you. So to see all this is so heartwarming for me, to see that so many people have our back. And people need to see that it takes empathy. Empathy is all we're asking for, empathy and justice. And for us to feel like we belong, to feel like we're on not just equal footing, but we're part of the society that we're part of. So I want to go ahead and protest, or not protest, demonstrate, protest, whatever, to get our voice out there. Because like I said, it's for everybody, it's not just for us. we're all part of the same society, but we all need to belong. So, and thank you so much for showing the support. Thank you so much for coming out here and with everybody here in Guam. I feel the love. Never thought that coming here would we would see this kind of thing, but to see this much love and support from so many different people, not just from the locals on the island, but from the different bases of all different walks of life supporting us. It's just heartwarming. It's amazing to see. It's amazing to see. Thank you so much.
So again, we are here at the ITC intersection in Tamuning. As you can see, the support, the standing in solidarity all the way down to the fire station and wrapped around. And there is music here. We have Nola Hicks, who is the leader and organizer of today's event, speaking loudly on the mic over there.
Okay, well, Sabrina, obviously there is a lot of passion.
There is protest, as Nola had mentioned, there will be a candlelight visual and special prayer for all of those who have lost their lives to injustice. I'm Adriana Quintero, back to you guys.
Okay, as I was just saying, Sabrina, obviously there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of raw emotion, I think, on display. There are many people aware of exactly what's going on. And, you know, like it's been written a lot all over the internet about how people are, they've been confined and quarantined and, on lockdown for the last 3 months. But this is a problem, obviously, systemic in our great nation in America that goes back way beyond just the last 90 days.
Right. I think we saw the signs at the various protests. You can't have peace without justice. Silence equals violence. And I think I'm just going to wrap it with, in the words of Martin Luther King Jr. And I think somebody also was holding that sign, which he said that our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Wow. So I think for today, their voices were definitely heard. So we want to thank everybody for watching.
Yeah, and we're just going to leave you now as you can just take in some of those images once again on Guam and Saipan, rallying together and standing for unity and peace. Black Lives Matter. Thanks for watching, everybody.